Well, hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna do something a little bit different. We are going beach combing, and it's been a very windy week here in my hometown, so on the west coast of Sweden. So perhaps there is something interesting to be found on the beach, and we're not gonna look for fossils today because there aren't any to be found. Just one occasional sea urchin perhaps, but not likely. But we're gonna look for some shells and some other cool stuff. And if we are very lucky indeed, we might find some amber. And yeah, let's take a walk and see what we can find. Yeah, it's a really calm and beautiful day. It's the weekend, and after a storm when it's a nice day, there's always a lot of people out, so I don't expect to find anything in particular, but it's still nice to be out. And yeah, whoop, let's take a walk down this path to the beach and see if anything cool will turn up. There's a lot of algae on the beach, and seaweed, and yeah, a lot of stuff that's been washed ashore. Of course, there's the usual plastic and other trash. But yeah, let's take a look and see if we can. Did you find something interesting? Is it a stick? Yeah, it's a stick. Yeah, very nice stick. Yeah. That's the most interesting thing on the beach if you're a border collie. Yeah, let's take a walk and see if anything will show up here. Not much to show for yet, but there's a few shells. Common bivalve, pretty nice color, and yeah, you usually find a lot of these on the Swedish coastline, and also these gastropods. This is quite a rough example, but I'm sure we can find another better one right here. These are quite nice and banded, very shore or yeah, close to the shallow water living gastropods. You can find them all over the place here. It's quite a nice pattern. Cool. Yeah, I've managed to go the weed itself. Yeah, just found it's a crab with a barnacle attached to it. Very nice crab shell, and yeah, it's probably a shed shell. Quite cool, nice pattern. And we also have a big one of those bivalves. Very nice. Well, this is a kind of it's a sponge, sea sponge. You can see the pores where the animals are living. Yeah, nothing to keep, but cool to see. Yeah, walking along the Sealine weed Sealine. So if anything has washed up, it should be lying here, I hope. So far there's nothing in particular, but it's a really beautiful day, and no wind at all, so very calm. The ocean is like a mirror today, so very nice day to be out anyway. There's another crab. Yeah, it's also a crab that lives very close to the shore. No deep sea crab. Very nice to see. Yeah, I'll let you know if I find something of interest, of course. So I'll turn the camera off for a bit and then walk along to a little bit further. Yeah, we have lots of tiny gastropods. We have these small bright yellow gastropods. There are 2 of them here. These are quite nice. Very nice color. Pretty cute. And then we have also another one. I think these come in different colors, but we have a white one here and another white right here. Pretty nice. Yeah, cool finds. And then we have another bivalve. It's a white one. These are also quite common on the Swedish coast. You can see the growth lines very clearly on this, where it used to be a tiny shell, and then they produce these lines as they grow, so you can see almost how many years they are. Pretty cool. Yeah, this is another stretch of the beach. Yeah, we started to walk and look through these seaweed piles, and yeah, if we are lucky enough, maybe we'll find some amber in between the piles of seaweed. Not likely, but you never know. And yeah, let's keep walking along here and see what turns up. Almost all that was a piece of amber at first, but it's just another piece of sea sponge. Fool me. Yeah, we have a nice view over my hometown. And as you can see, the ocean is practically like a mirror. Wonderful. Yeah, let's head on. Yeah, we have just arrived down to the next beach, and this is a little more rockier beach, but it could still contain some finds. And it also contains these limestone flint concretions, and if you're really lucky, you can also find a fossil inside one of those. But it's very rare here on the west coast. It's more common further down south. There is a lot more of these sedimentary chalk bedrocks. So yeah, but you never know. Sometimes you can get lucky. I've actually found a couple of sea urchins here as well. A few other locations. So yeah, let's keep an eye out and scan the beach for whatever turns up. Well, I actually did find a fossil sea urchin. It's really worn. Yeah, you want to check it out. Nim also think it's cool. Or it's just bored. Probably the second guess is the right one. He's bored. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not, so we have to wait. Yeah, take a look. This is a fossilized sea urchin. This is the underside of it, and you can see some of the pattern still on the side here. So this is fossilized in flint, and it's approximately around 55 million years old. So it's most likely could be Cretaceous as well. So between 65 and 55 million years old. So Echinocoris something, I believe, is the correct name. But yeah, it's a very sea-worn and not complete sea urchin, but still a very cool find. Because in these neighborhoods there are practically no fossils ever to be found. So yeah, I'll leave it here on the beach. And yeah, let's look for something else. Come on, Nim, let's go. Yeah, just found another of those limestone nodules. And this one is filled with calcite crystals. You don't know if you can see it, but there are some juicy crystal pockets here. Very tiny, but they are shining in the sun like crazy. So yeah, pretty nice. And nothing to take home, of course, but it's still very nice to see. I don't know if the camera can make it justice, but you can see it is glimmering in the sun. Yeah, pretty cool. Well, this is another pretty cool little find. This is a piece of limestone, and you can actually see this full of holes everywhere. And this is actually a kind of a worm that did this. Kind of a drilling worm. Made all those little caverns. And yeah, pretty nice. It's been a pretty big crab at one point. Pretty massive paw. Yeah, lots of stuff. Still a very beautiful day in the sun. Just chilling, walking around, looking for stuff. Isn't that just what life is all about? Well, according to me it is. Up, but It's a pretty cool place. And yeah, let's look at the shoreline and see if we can find anything there to be had, perhaps some nice shells, or yeah, no sign of amber yet, but you never know, sooner or later. Yeah, I've just made my way back down to the next bay, and yeah, just looking around. Lots of sea-worn pebbles. It's part of a larger boulder field here, and there are some flint nodules. Probably won't contain anything, but we actually found something just a minute ago, so sometimes you get lucky. Yeah, just have to keep looking. And oh, a bit slippery as well here. Yeah, sea-worn flint nodules. There's something interesting in these seaweed piles as well. Maybe. Yeah. The ocean looks inviting, but it's autumn, so it's probably very cold. So yeah, not gonna take a swim today. Just keep looking at rocks and seashells. Ooh, stinky seaweed. Lots of millions and millions of flies as well, so it's a not very pleasant smell. It's a rotting seaweed from the storm. Yeah, you're gonna take a bath? No, come on, let's go. Huge piles of seaweed. Yeah, it's been some pretty nasty weather as well, so I'm not surprised. Yeah, more flint nodules. No sea urchins. A flint nodule. Yeah, that's the large boulder field, accumulated over a few thousand years. Pretty cool to see. Yeah, let's keep walking. Yeah, some fresh flint nodules. It's been washed ashore, and yeah, this is something that doesn't belong here. This is an oyster, and I think it's one of those Japanese giant oysters. They're an invasive species here, so pretty cool shell, but doesn't belong here. So fortunately, these are taking over at some places, and yeah, that's not very good. Still nice to see the shells. Yeah, haven't found much to keep yet, but as I've said probably 100 times today, it's a very lovely day, and it's still nice to be out just walking around. And yeah, here are some cool geological features as well. You can see behind me here all those kind of scratches in the rock surface. That's made by glacial ice during the last ice age. It's just from rocks stuck in the ice that were scratching the surface as the ice was moving towards the sea. And these cliffs are completely full of these ice ripples. And yeah, pretty cool, nice thing to see from the last ice age, about 10 or 12,000 years ago or so. So yeah, happy days. Yeah, it's coming up on the last bay. This is a stretch of beach. It's also with some boulders and some seaweed and stuff. So yeah, I'll take a look there, and it's time to go back to the car. And yeah, let's take a look and see if there's anything interesting in this bay. Yeah, and I just found a it looks to be a pretty large vertebra. Seems to be I don't know if it's probably a small dolphin, or a could perhaps be a seal as well. It's a modern vertebra. So yeah, I have to look this one up because I don't know which animal this is from, but if I would guess, it would probably be seal or dolphin. But yeah, I have to check it out. Pretty cool. There's an accumulation of seashells in between the rocks here. This small section of beach. There's another kind of bivalve. It's almost similar to this one that I showed you before. There's also another one of those oysters. Yeah. Yep, let's continue. Just found a small skull or something. This is it's a rodent, obviously. Well, it's a pretty big one. I wonder if could that be? What rodent is this size? Couldn't actually be a beaver, it's all too small for that. But yeah, if anyone knows, please tell me in the comments. Yeah, pretty cool to see anyway. Well, that's it. This little dog walk is over, and yeah, had a fantastic day in the sun. So not many finds, but still pretty cool to see a fossil, even though I said there would be no fossils in this video. There is still one echinoid from the early Paleocene, or could also be late Cretaceous. Yeah, some shells and some other cool stuff as well. So yeah, it's been a good day, and if you want to see more of these kind of videos, then you could always subscribe, and also leave me a comment if you like what I do. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.